you look at this cigarette, you see here small ventilation holes. Putting this cigarette in the smoking machine, smoking it according to the ISO regime, these ventilation holes will be left open. When a smoker uses this cigarette, with his finger the ventilation holes are blocked and therefore more smoke is inhaled. And if you put them in a smoking machine, the ventilation holes are not blocked. And therefore blocking the ventilation holes on a smoking machine is more realistic to what a smoker is doing. We are using the short holders for ISO regime and the long holders for the intense regime. The difference is that with the ISO regime the ventilation holes are not blocked. With the intense regime holders, ventilation holes are completely blocked, by which you have a higher amount of smoke inhaled and collected on the filter. After cigarettes are loaded in the smoking machine, they are lit and smoked until a certain length. Smoke is collected on a filter pad which is installed in the smoking machine. In this overview you can see the difference between the ISO and intense regime with and without the ventilation holes blocked. If you compare the ISO results with the ventilation holes open and compare the results with the intense regime with the ventilation holes blocked, the results of the intense regime will be 2 to 3 times higher than the results of the ISO regime with the ventilation holes open.
This is a generic cigarette. This is wrapping paper that has electrostatic holes in it to support combustion. This is the tobacco column that has the tobaccos, recon, and chemicals. This is the filter, right? And these are the laser holes that are put in the filter. Why are there laser holes? Why does the industry put in laser holes into the cigarette? Well, one is the trick, or fraud, create a fraud on those testing cigarettes. So when they test the cigarette with the holes, the cigarette delivers less tar and less nicotine, less carbon monoxide, and therefore the testing now allows for printing on the cigarette pack the tar and nicotine and carbon monoxide levels. However, when the consumer smokes this cigarette and these holes are blocked by the fingers or lips, the consumer now gets up to 4 times the amount of tar and nicotine than is on the package because they block the holes. And the whole intent of the industry is to establish low values or numbers for tar and nicotine so they can put the moniker on it: mild, extra mild, super mild. And the way they attain that goal is by the machine now measures more air that come into these holes, therefore diluting the tar and nicotine down so that they can put lower values on it. That is the fraud.